Welcome to Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, a unique and special environment in college football. This crowd coming together to make up the 12th man, trying to make it very difficult for any opponent. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Aggies will kick it away to get this game going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, they got exactly the right coverage early in this game that they were looking for. They found the matchup, and they hit a big one early.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result was a tackle for a loss for the backer. Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. He'll try a pass here. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Off the play fake on first down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and the rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the defender, and a great throw by the quarterback near the sideline.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Bringing pressure. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. It's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the punt bounces out of bounds inside the 10. Great work by the punter. The offense will be pinned back. The offense has to be careful now. Backed up inside their own 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
I'll tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And, Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Run down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And he's down after the catch at the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And here's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Got to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Back in motion now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Boy, that is some determination by this offense here. Picking up a new set of downs on the run. The call works out perfectly. You just needed 2 yards. You pick it up. Now you've got another chance at points.
And the call is a quarterback sneak. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. 2nd and goal for the offense. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Throws it to the right. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll toss it to the back. Finding space at the 20. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Just great execution here by this offense. And so many things have to go right for this option to be successful. Recognizing and getting a defender to commit to the quarterback, a nice pitch, and then having a lane for the running back to run through. And there, everything lined up. When things work out like that, it's really almost impossible to stop.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the Florida offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice game.
And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a 1st down.
You call a quick out on 3rd down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that 1st down.
Catch is made along the sideline just before going out of bounds. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. Now the freshman threw it behind the receiver. Off the mark.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And there's the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Looking to scramble now.
Well, this defense is so caught up in defending this pass game. I think here they just completely forgot about this guy's ability to run the football. Good, solid gain, and he gets out of bounds.
The Gators will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on fourth down.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36.
But when this back has room to run, he really can hurt you with his speed and the ability to accelerate upfield and pick up the first down. Think about A&M backs over the years. They have been spoiled. Some great backs, most recently Devon A-Chain and Isaiah Spiller. But even going back, people forget Dante Hall when he wore that Texas A&M unit.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he'll drop back here on third down. Extending the play now. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down. And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's got it for a big gain. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Aggies. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. They'll take the return and try to get some better field position. The returner brought down by that coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. The Gators will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He grabs it inside the 20. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the offense declines the penalty after the big play. And the Gators will have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It's second down.
Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this time it's complete. Touchdown, Gators. Strong game by this quarterback. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on third down, trying to force a field goal. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the goal line. And he scores. Touchdown, Florida. A much-needed score for trying to just hang in this game right now.
Man, I love...
Oh, and it's blocked. Still a live ball here. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Anytime you see a defense sit back in cover two, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Texas A&M 21, Florida 6.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Well, here's the first play to start this second half, and it's really more the same of what we saw in the first half. Really no need to make drastic changes. What you were doing in that first half gave you the lead. Just keep working on it.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. The Aggies looking to run some tempo here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. That gain sets up a third down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down. Tackled at the 32.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Finding space at the 20. But out of bounds after another big gain. They have chewed up this defense with the ground game today. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, A&M. And the beatdown continues.
This defense just getting manhandled at the line of scrimmage. They just loaded up in that goal line formation and pushed their way into the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 28-6. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a deep completion. And the pass ball is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes out. This looks like a pretty obvious call against the defense.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play.
Get set, get set. Terrier.
And he drops back in the gun. Running out of time in the pocket. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's going to pull it down and run. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the 1st down marker.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Touchdown, Texas A&M. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Now they get set to kick it away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he let the ball go. On the tight end, grabs it over the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
and just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Looking to pass here on second down. Completion to the right, but they'll lose yardage there. Oh, he's rolled down right there. They lose yardage on that play. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Touchdown, Gators. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Airing this one out toward the sideline. Catch made all the way down inside the 35. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Escapes the pocket. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
Offense facing fourth down.
And the Aggies will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
The end of the third quarter of play with the score. Texas A&M 35, Florida 13.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Using his legs here. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Oh, and almost intercepted again. A chance for a fourth pick. Brings up third down.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Short completion of the tight end. This offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. The Gators will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gets into space at the 50. Powering through the defender. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and pick.
Will he score here? Touchdown, Aggies. And the route is on.
Just pick your poison against this offense. The defense decides we got to take this quarterback away. Only problem is nobody's on the running back on the pitch. Takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start the 25. Offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught quickly. It's a fumble. The defense recovers the fumble.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he'll take this into the end zone, but hold on here. We do have a flag down. Let's see what that's about. First down here for this offense. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's going to take off. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
42 Spider. 4-2.
We'll try to run it with the option. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. Touchdown, A&M. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. They are really in a hole here, and that turnover in the last possession did not help. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, fourth quarter down by a couple of scores. This offense doing everything they can to not just score points, but do it in a hurry, try to preserve the clock. Here, they're tackled in bounds. They don't pick up the first down. Good job with this defense to keep that clock moving.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
Oh, the running back. I think he might be frustrated. He had such a great gain, and somehow he gets pushed out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I think he wanted to take that one all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. I don't blame him.
Runs out of bounds near the goal line. Couldn't quite get there.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback will just sneak it now. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And he knocks through the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. In the clear at the 25. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. There's a 1st and 10 play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. Touchdown, Florida. Made the defense look slow that time.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset and are playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Great performance by this home team. There's going to be a serious party around here tonight. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Brings up second down.
Second down and long from the 9-yard line. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding space at the 20. Tackled right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. 1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. He's looking to scramble. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short on the scramble. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown continues.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. It's the fake spike and looking to throw. Pressure is coming. Oh, and they've got him, and that will do it as this game ends on a sack. Well, this one ended up being a blowout. Look, they get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.